we were discussing about this adjustment of capital. Method 1 we already discussed how we identified method 1 when new partner's capital is given in the question. So now we'll discuss second method of adjustment of capital. Only two methods we have. Second method is when new partner's capital is not given. When new partner's capital is not given. So that is the second method under adjustment of capital. We'll work out illustration number 62. First of all, you have to see whether this is a question with or without adjustment of capital, and then if it is with adjustment of capital, the method also you have to identify, because under both methods the capital adjustment differ. So here we have six adjustments, and in sixth adjustment, did you see they will bring proportionate capital so as to give him 1/6 share in the profits of the firm. It is just mentioned he will bring proportionate capital. Usually in questions, capital figure will be mentioned, whereas in this question, capital figure is not directly mentioned. That means this is method number 2 where new partner's capital is not given. Understood? This is how you have to identify this question. Second method, new partner's capital will be missing. Then you have to confirm it as second method. So we'll start with revaluation. Again, see the adjustment. See whether there is any increase or decrease in assets and liabilities. So revaluation account. The first adjustment, goodwill of the firm was valued at 90,000. Why that goodwill is given? That's the firm's goodwill. Out of that you must compute what is premium for goodwill to be brought in by the new partner. That goodwill shouldn't appear. This goodwill of 90,000, don't go and write it in the new balance sheet. This is just for you to compute the premium for goodwill. Then market value of investments are given. Didn't we discuss IFR before? So you have to see the liability side. Here on the liability side, we don't have investment fluctuation reserve. So see the asset side of your balance sheet. Investments, there is 4 rupees 30,000, and the adjustment says market value is 24,000. So there is decrease in value of investments. Usually how will you meet this decrease? You have to take it from IFR. But in this question, we don't have IFR. So what you can do is just record it in revaluation. Understood? If we had IFR, will you record it in revaluation? No. But here we have to, because there is no investment fluctuation reserve. And decrease in asset, which side will you write? Here you have to write to investments 6,000, isn't it? 24 and 30. Yes. So this is how you have to do the posting. Then machinery will be reduced to 29,000. The prefix is to. You have to take the difference. And again it is decrease in an asset. So 2 machinery, and what is the difference? 6,000. The balance sheet figure is 35. Now it is 29. So difference 6,000 you have to write. Then is there anything else? Yes, there is one more adjustment. Creditor 3,000. Not likely to claim, hence we are going to write it off. Meaning is there is decrease in liability, decrease in creditors. So write it here on the credit side of revaluation. Creditors of 3,000, isn't it? Yes. So revaluation account is over. Find, is it profit or a loss? Debit side is moved, so it will be a loss, and loss will be transferred to partners. What are their names? Old partners. Okay, 3 old partners are there. D is the new partner. So you must divide it among old partners. A, B, C. A's capital, B's capital, and C's capital. Find the difference and divide it in the old ratio. The old ratio is 3:2:1. Division is 4,500. Then 3,000, and the last one is 1,500. and the loss is 9,000. Write the totals and close your revaluation account. Next, what we have to prepare is partners capital. So we'll do partners capital account. Format is particulars, and now we have 4 partners including the new partner. So draw 4 columns, A, B, C and D. Again on the credit side you have to draw the same. And how will you start partners capital? We have to start it with the opening balance. And remember, for your exam, some people wrote opening balance on the debit side, then entire capital account will go wrong. Be very careful. Capital account means it's a liability. Capital is a liability for you, for the firm. So capital, nature is liability. It is having a credit balance always. So on which side will you write the opening balance? Don't make mistake. Start it on the credit side. By balance brought down, opening balances from where will you get? You can take it from the balance sheet. 60, 40, 20. And then usually what next we'll be writing? We'll write by cash or by bank, the premium for goodwill brought in by the new partner. Here he has brought in the capital amount and the premium for goodwill, but the capital amount is missing. That is how we identified. This is method number 2. So now for the time being, you can just write by cash or by bank. Before that, you see whether they are maintaining cash or bank balance. Asset side, they have written bank, so you also use the term bank. So by bank, we can't write the figure in D's column because the capital amount brought in by D is missing. That we have to do adjustment of capital. So leave it now. Then premium for goodwill, though amount is not directly given, goodwill of the firm is given. So you can compute the premium for goodwill. So right, I'm not discussing the journal entries again because so many problems we did same like this. So by premium for goodwill, and goodwill of the firm is given as 90,000, and what is new partner's share? The new partner's share is 1/6. Okay. So premium for goodwill, how will you calculate? 90,000 is the total goodwill. Out of that, he will bring in his share. His share you have to take from the new ratio. 2:1:1. So his proportion will be 1/6. So that we have to take, and it is 15,000. The amount is 15,000, and that 15,000 how will you divide? Premium for goodwill always must be distributed among sacrificing partners in sacrificing ratio. So you need to know what is sacrificing ratio. Can you just assume as same as old ratio? Some people made a mistake for your exam test paper time. You just computed it as same as old ratio. But if it is a question with new ratio, you have to compute sacrificing ratio. You leave some space here for continuing the partner's capital and do the working note. That is calculation of sacrificing ratio. What is the formula for that? Old ratio minus new ratio. If you have these two, you must apply the formula. When can you take old and sacrificing as same? If you have only old ratio and the share of incoming partner, like 1/6. Only these two information, then old ratio can be same as sacrificing. But in this question, we have new ratio. Apply the formula, compute your sacrificing ratio. And this calculation you must write with your working note. Don't go and write it in your rough calculation. You must write with your as working note along with your answers. This will carry marks. So now you must do the calculation. I'll write the sacrificing ratio. The sacrificing ratio, okay, only one partner. Who's the first partner? A. Only partner A is sacrificing. You will be getting sacrificing proportion for A as, see, you must write the calculation. I am not doing the calculation here, but when you do in your notebook, you must write the calculation also. So 1 by 6 is A's sacrifice, and for other two partners, B and C, you will be getting 0 as their sacrificing proportion. So that is, meaning is, they are not sacrificing, at the same time they are not gaining also. If it was negative, you will have to debit them, but now nothing to be done, neither sacrificing nor gaining, just ignore it. And what you can do is, premium for goodwill will be given only to sacrificing partner, and here the sacrificing partner is only A. So no need to divide that 15. We just computed out of total goodwill. What is his share? 15,000. Directly we wrote in A's column. We don't have to divide it because there is only one sacrificing partner. Then the next adjustment is, okay, adjustments are over. Only these will come in partner's capital. We don't have any other adjustment. So 2 steps are over. We wrote the opening balance. We referred the adjustment. What is the third step? See the balance sheet. Balance sheet liability side, we have general reserve, and that will be transferred to the opposite side. So you must write by general reserve. The amounts are, the amount must be divided in old ratio, 7,000, and the third partner 3,500. So these are the amounts of general reserve. Then similarly you have to see the asset side also. See whether you have to transfer anything. No. Asset side we don't have anything. There is one more step. The last step is transfer the profit or loss on revaluation. We had a loss, so we have to transfer it to the opposite side to revaluation. Just write those amounts from your revaluation. 4,500, 3,000 and 1,500. So partners capital account is over. Postings are over. Now we have to do adjustment of capital, and this is method number 2. I hope you remember method number 1 and its steps. So here also step 1, you write all these steps. Step 1, compute total capital. Compute total capital. How will you compute total capital? The formula will be, in previous method, the formula was new partner's capital into reciprocal of his share. But can we apply the same thing here? No, because there is no new partner's capital. That is missing. We are doing all these to get that new partner's capital. So we can't apply that same formula. What you have to learn here is total capital is equal to total adjusted capital of old partners. Total capital is equal to total adjusted capital of old partners into reciprocal of total share of old partners into reciprocal of total share of old partners. Total capital is equal to total adjusted capital of old partners, A, B, C in this question, into reciprocal of total share of old partners. When you see this formula, it might you might find it as difficult, but when we apply the figures, you will easily understand. So I'll show how you have to take the figures. So total capital we will get using this formula. After getting total capital, your purpose is to get new partners capital. So if you have total capital, how will you get new partners capital? That total capital into his share. His share means the new partner's share, 1 by 6. If you get total capital as 1 lakh, how will you get these capital? 1 lakh into 1 by 6, his share. Okay, so we'll do this calculation. Total capital is equal to total adjusted capital of old partners, means it is the balancing figure. This is the balancing figure of old partners. A, B and C, these are the three old partners. You have to take the balancing figures now. Those balancing figures are called adjusted capitals. So balancing figure, as usual, you have to compute. In previous method, we didn't write the balancing figure as two balance carried on, but in this method you can write the balancing figure as usual as two balance carried out. There is no change. Just compute the balancing figure. It is 81, 44 and 22. 81, 44 and 22. Nothing will be there in D's column, and he is the new partner also. This column is blank now. By bank figure is blank. So here nothing will be there. You can't write anything. To get that amount, we are doing all these. So total adjusted capital means the total of the balancing figures of old partners. This is just the balancing figures, and you can write it as two balance carried out. It's not like your first method. So total of your balancing figures, that is 81,000 plus, okay, I'll do the calculation here. The total capital is equal to 81,000 plus, what are the balances? 44 and 22. This is the total adjusted capital into, there is something like reciprocal of total share of old partners. Reciprocal of total share of old partners. For that, you have to see what is the new partner's share. The new partner's share is 1 by 6. What is the remaining? If D's is 1 by 6, the remaining means 1 minus 1 by 6. So it will be 5 by 6. So remaining share you have to compute. This is the share of A, B and C, isn't it? 1 by 6 is D's share. So the remaining share 5 by 6 will be the shares of A, B and C. And what we have to take here is reciprocal of total share of old partners. So what is the total share of old partners? 5 by 6. What you have to take is 6 by 5. So this is how you have to do the calculation. So total capital now will be, you do the calculation and you will be getting answer as 1,76,400. Yes, 1,76,400. That is the total capital. Now we need to get what is the new partner D's capital. How will you get? This total capital into his share. His share is 1 by 6. So D's capital 29,400. Now we got that by bank figure. So this is how you have to do adjustment of capital under second method. So 29,400, where will you write now against that? By bank. Here you have to write 29,400. Now you can write the balance carried down in these column. Now you can write 29,400 here also. So this is how you have to close it. Write the totals and close it. So this is how you have to do adjustment of capital under second method. Now we'll do the balance sheet also. Balance sheet, the new balance sheet. You must write the date of admission of the new partner. Usually it is 1st April 2020. See your old balance sheet and the adjustments. Old balance sheet, we have creditors. Creditors, there is no change. So just write the same. Then we have general reserve that we distributed already. Then you have capital accounts. The new capital balances you have to take. That is A's capital balance 81,000, isn't it? The new balances, take it from the partner's capital. 81, 44, 22, and for D 29,400. And the total also you must write 1,76,400. Now on the asset side, there is bank. With bank, you have to add capital and premium for goodwill. Here, existing bank balance 17,000. Capital is 29,400 and premium for goodwill 15,000. So your bank balance will amount to 61,400. Then what's the next asset there? Debtors 23,000. There is no change. Then you have stock 1,10,000. Then investments, there was a reduction in the value, and now the actual value means the market value have to take 24,000. Then furniture and fittings, no change. $10,000. And machinery, yes, there is change in machinery's value. It got reduced 2. That means that's the actual value. Take actual values in the balance sheet always. See whether you have any new asset. Go through adjustments once again. Oh, creditor, there was a change, isn't it? Creditor of 3,000 not likely to claim. So creditors, there is a change. Is corrected. Creditors, it was 84,000. Okay, how we got 81,000 is since I copied from the textbook directly, I wrote 81,000. Actually, there is difference in creditors. Creditors, it was 84, and there is reduction in creditors for rupees 3,000. So 84 minus 3, that's how it became 81,000. Okay, other than that, there is no new asset. There is no new asset and no new liability. You can close the balance sheet.